bad. Jesus, okay. Man.
Suck.
Okay, that shit fucking happened, man. Oh, it's so depressing. What is this?
So did any of you have a summer job when you were growing up?
Just one normal breakfast. That's all I want.
I used to work at a place called Quackdonald's. And there was this duck that came in. Flonald was his name. And he would stick his finger in and out of his belly button with a loud, squishy pop.
I'm gonna be sick.
Over and over and over again as he went, I want the big and nasty. And I would say, Flonald, do you mean the big and tasty, sir? And he'd go, oh, no, the big and nasty. And so I would order him the big and tasty, and then I'd see him again the next day. That's how I paid for college.
No.
So did any of you have a summer job when you were growing up?
I can't,
Just
dude.
one.
I fucking can't. What is this?
嗯，是小应聘做我的模特。
Reply
对呀、
to
甚至
what
你不是说设计好的衣服穿在秀身
the
上
frog
缺
was
少
a
一些
DM
贴
turned
切感
player.
吗？
That was
那不妨让我
that was
探
her
索一下
revenge.
你的过人之处。下
I
一位
hate，the internet. I fucking
这个布料
why?
简单裁剪裁剪就好，
Simply
很
cut the
简单。
fabric very easy.
保证完成
I want
任
a
务，
big and nasty.
简直是艺术
Get
创
a
举
big
啊！
and tasty.
姐姐，要不这次换你来试穿？
也行，这是我最近最满意的作品。
Best work
这可是
recently,
最近
the
最
most
潮流的
popular
设计
trend
呢，
lately.
每一个洞都是按照我的牙印接下来的。认
What
真
am I
发火的
watching?
情
I
致
don't
真的
even know
好
what
可
this is
怕。
from. Hey, look at Arlecchino.
这里怎么这么多衣服呀？既然这样，我再帮他的衣服设计下，应该没问题吧？啊，这什么情况呀？千纸姐姐，你怎么还有这么
就在
This
这
is
待着。
fan genshin.
别
It
影响我
looks
做衣
really
服了。
good, but I'm also like, I
没
don't,
想到用来防商业对手的机
I
关
don't know how I feel
就
about
在
this.
这种时
Actually,
候。
又是什么困难呀？
congratulations, Mystic. Ah, it's the babe. Look
这
at her.
暂时可以搁置在白松镇的下层空。
Oh, it's gonna be stored in the caves and lowered.
这条可是我在这边带来的设计和美景，可怕美人。
Dude, she's so God. She looks so amazing. You gotta watch the most recent video I sent you. I'll watch it. We have to go through the rest of this. There's so many other videos I have to watch.
等级
并不差吧？
Yo,
气候
set
短
on.
路，
Oh
旅
my
行者
God,
哪怕
hold
武
me
艺超
like
群
that,
也要时刻
baby.
对脚下的
Fucking
失火
wild.
状况保持高度警惕。
多谢仆人姐姐。
千载难逢的机会呀、现场不缺观众，和我来一场淋漓尽致的决斗吧，仆人。
哥哥，你要对我的主人，不是仆人姐姐做什么？
势如破烂护着，手底一试。
献击！哼，你貌似迟钝了不少啊，公子。
很久没有对决过了，先让我试试你的实力变化如何。
厉害！
Uh-oh.
宴会现场，请保持安
Down
静
in。the hall. They done fucked up.
仆人姐
Oh
姐，
no,
你这
she's
是干嘛
drunk.
呀？
Lady
这种玩
Arlecchino.
法我暂时还不能接受啊。
跟志东的执行官私下合作，在我面前演了一出
Sorry,
戏，
what's
是想做什
specifically?
么
What are you up
我
to?
就是想知道仆人姐姐有什么不能和别人说的秘密。我嘴巴很严实的，放心。
原来如此，看来我不得不采取一些极端手段来撬开你的嘴巴了。
Make you. Oh God, fucking
放心，不会
enhanced
很疼的。
interrogation techniques, my guy.
等，我不是这个意思，我是想说仆人姐姐。
Gotta love those enhanced interrogation techniques. My favorite.
旅行者，
Wait. Ah. So wait, what else we got? We got this. Is this one? How? What is this?
あ、やっぱそれが好きなのかな。
God, no. Wait. Everything's fine. Okay, I'm gonna close that because that is going to get me fucking copyrighted and also striked. So, because that's an actual anime. Let's watch it. You know, Chris Abroad. We'll tone it down with some Chris Abroad. We love Chris.
Tokyo
Chris
is a
is great.
24-hour city. Tucked down every street is a whole other world of bars, restaurants, and clubs that open every day to spring into life
You're not
around
trying to
5
sell me
p.m. and
something,
go
are
on
you?
until the early hours of the morning. Experiencing it for the first time without Japanese is as intimidating
I'm gonna run
as
away
it is
now. Don't do
exhilarating.
it.
And so tonight we're going on a whirlwind tour of Tokyo to discover an izakaya pub, a stylish cocktail bar, and even karaoke. And we're not doing it alone either. We're going out with Japan's foremost drinking expert himself, Natsuki.
A professional drinker.
He very much is, as we'll see. Come on, let's go.
Minute drink.
Hey.
With over 30,000 bars in Japan's capital city alone, you're absolutely sport for choice down Tokyo's neon-lit smoky side streets. But regardless of where you end up, there are some essential unwritten rules and etiquette worth knowing. And so tonight, as we explore the trendy district of Ginza, we'll share with you 15 key tips and phrases to prepare you for your big night out in Japan. And we kick off our night in the place where all good evenings start out, an izakaya pub. From overworked salarymen to university students escaping exams, here, friends and colleagues alike can drink under the banner of a nomikai, a drinking party, with a survey finding over half of young adults typically attend a work-related nomikai once or twice a month. Given Japan's rigid work culture and overly polite mentality, where folks tend to keep their opinions shelved away, alcohol is something of a magic potion, and izakayas are a chance for work colleagues to loosen up and share what they really think about that damn treacherous boss.
You know what's gonna happen.
Unlike the West, however, where bars and pubs are more focused on drinking, izakayas very much involve lots and lots of food. So what better place to start our night out than Ginten, a pub famous for its tempura, as well as a rather novel way to enjoy the alcohol. One thing that typically confuses first-time travellers to Japan is the moment you swoop into an izakaya, the staff will immediately greet you with a delicious unordered dish. What on earth is going on?
How could
In Japan, whenever you walk into a restaurant or izakaya, you always get an otoshi, right? It's kind of like you get a table charge when you walk into a restaurant, and it's kind of made up by what you get in the otoshi. Quickly food. You get in, you're a little bit hungry, you haven't chosen what you want on the menu yet, and you want some food fast. That's the otoshi. I think a lot of people coming to Japan for the first time see their receipt at the end of the meal, and they're like, what is this table charge? And that is the table charge. So there's no tipping culture here, but you do get a table charge. And it's good though, because it's food. Well,
my friend, とりあえず生.
So when we ordered this, we said toriaizu nama beer. Like first things first, draft beer. When you come to a restaurant in Japan or a bar as a group, you always order beer first. It's kind of like an unwritten rule. It's kind of like a special rule. Why toriaizu beer?
もう早く quickly 乾杯. Let's 乾杯.
Otherwise, everyone's like, oh, what shall I have? Cocktail and Moscow Mule, cherry.
Shut up.
Yeah. Shut up. Drink the.
Let's 乾杯.
Cheers. Shut up and drink the beer. This restaurant is ridiculous because.
So they made.
What's this?
Maybe.
Real quick, they made all the likes private on Twitter, and I'm kind of down for that because that means I can like all the stuff that I want on my normal Twitter and not have to worry about it. Yeah, I can like spicy stuff on my normal Twitter.
It's more dangerous than that.
And nobody can judge me.
What about shochu?
I don't need two Twitters anymore, technically.
Oh, おかわり.
You can.
Oh, nice idea.
Very dangerous.
飲み放題ね.
Yeah.
こうやって飲める.
But I love that. For 60 minutes, right? Nomi hodai, all you can drink, right? Big part of Japanese culture, nomi hodai. Very dangerous, I think, if it was in the UK. So here they have a tap. For 60 minutes, you can get as much shochu, like Japanese sake, as you can. And then they've also got a timer up here, just so things don't get too out of hand. So presumably when you start, they'll hit the timer, and you've got a 60-minute countdown. And if you're really crazy like Natsuki, you can also extend it for another 30 minutes.
Like sports.
Like a sport.
Sports.
No, not tonight, please.
We may have our Toriaizu beer, but now it's time to order food, as well as the all-important twisty part of the tap to unleash our unlimited sake supply. But how best to get the staff's
Yo, we
attention?
love unlimited sake.
Quick. Very quick.
Unlike Europe or America,
My
waiting
belly,
staff in
go
Japan never
fucking,
come back to check on your table. It sounds
some food.
a bit weird, but it quickly makes sense by saving the waiting staff a lot of time. Instead, you summon the staff when you need them, and you do it by shouting "Sumimasen" at the top of your lungs, literally, excuse me. Admittedly, the first few times it can feel a bit awkward and unnatural shouting out over a restaurant, but after a while you'll feel like an all-powerful king with delusions of grandeur, and it feels rather good.
So on the glass, it shows you the kind of amount that you can put in there, right? It's like weak, medium, or strong.
Very kind.
Yeah, this is.
More strong?
No. 大丈夫。
すいません、マジック貸してください。
Go take a shit, you'll be fine.
Oh, the strongest level.
Deep.
Naruhodo. Of course. Go on then.
Yeah. いい
Yep.
Oh, stop.
Wow. And me?
You said your stomach hurts. Go take a shit. I'm sure that'll help.
Stop. You son of a... There we go. Yeah. Balance has been restored. It's quite smooth. Shochu is a potato.
Just
sake,
hungry
so
food.
it's got kind of a smooth, kind of sweet taste to it. It's very nice. How much is in there? What's this?
That's like a double.
Is that old shochu?
My style.
This is a disaster.
But I don't want to
And it
make
would be
food.
an
Don't be
absolute
nasty.
disaster
What do you
if we were
mean?
literally drinking
Go
straight
eat some
shochu
like
for an
pudding
hour.
or
But this
something.
brings us to our next tip. Mixing is the way to go. For example, in most drink menus in Japan, you'll see highballs, which are whiskey-based cocktails. Cola and whiskey is a cola high. Ginger and whiskey is a ginger high. You get the drift. In a similar way,
Ginger high.
shochu-based drinks have their own name. Sours.
Where's Rabbit when you
Shochu
need
with
her?
lemon and soda water. Natsuki's drink of choice is lemon sour.
Oh, it's going everywhere in my face.
Well, I go for ume sour, shochu flavoured with plum. For some weird reason, nobody told me what this meant when I came to Japan, and it took me 2 years to understand what sours means. If only we'd had YouTube back in my day. And now with the drinks out of the way, it's time to order the food. And it can certainly be tricky deciphering the menu at a Japanese izakaya. Some more traditional places only have the menus plastered in the walls exclusively
Oh my God.
in Japanese. And God forbid if they're handwritten,
What are
not
you
even
fucking?
Google
What are you
Translate can
flapping?
write to your
What are you
head.
flapping about?
But
Huh?
luckily for us, Ginten does have an
Little
English
flapper.
menu, accessible through a QR code. So you too can order a traditional Japanese feast of 8 plates of camembert. But if you're not of the refined
Camembert.
palate of someone who enjoys a fine camembert dinner, we also ordered salted mackerel, fresh sashimi, and
Cool.
tempura
Because
assault with the visually
bibimbap
stunning
is,
salmon roe omelette sushi. What a fine
Is
welcome.
Korean, I think.
And of course, if
What was
unlike
the
me,
time
you
ago?
don't want to order the entire menu,
Or
you
egg,
can always
sorry.
rely on our next tip.
I-
Perhaps the most essential
Anytime I
phrase
see
you
eggs
need
in
at a
Japan, I
Japanese
immediately
restaurant.
think of the fucking egg character.
ソースが選べる。
Oh.
はい、かしこまりました。
So, key phrase. Osusume wa nan desu ka? Often, you know, the menu's a bit overbearing. It's massive. It's like the Bible. You want to know where the action is. You want to know what the best things are. Osusume wa is the simplest way.
Osusume wa
means regarding the recommendation. Nice and easy. And even if you don't know Japanese, they can just point and be like, oh, this one.
I just am. Yes.
And obviously this place is famous for
Osusume wa.
tempura. And they've brought like a platter of tempura. Look at that.
Yo,
so
dude, we
much.
love
Take
battered
a vegetable,
fish.
batter it, makes it 3 times as good. That's
Ordered a literal mountain of food purposes, of course. The inebriated French, just cubes of fried catcalls.
Camembert.
Remember your chop.
don't ever like literally.
Honey,
More
I'm gonna
importantly,
get food,
don't
okay?
do this. Like hashi watashi. Damn it! Don't. Literally,
Yeah, man.
they do that at funerals. Pass them
Right.
from one to another.
That's
so
how
we're
that-
up to a rather unpleasant image of a dining. So
I
yeah, please.
forgot.
At this point in the meal,
Oh,
having
no.
conquered a
Stream's dead. Stream's going. Yeah, stream's fine.
essential to introduce our next phrase that summarises the situation rather well.
あーお腹いっぱい
Useful phrase. When you get
At
full
least
in
it is on my
Japanese,
end. You might have to
onaka ipai.
refresh.
Onaka means stomach, ipai means full, right?
Full body jacket.
Yeah, you can't shut his jacket down. Shimeru. Shimeru.
I'm free body.
I'm free body.
Oh, timer. 5 minutes left.
You need more drink.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'll last for 5 minutes.
Speed run. Oh my god.
Quick.
It's pretty strong, man. It's pure sake.
Pure sake.
Next shop.
Oh
Oh my god, dude, I can't believe that shit.
When you finish your meal in Japan, you never say arigato gozaimasu. It's just weird. You say gochiso sama deshita. It was a feast, right? Gochiso sama deshita. And you say it to the person who's paying for the meal. Gochiso sama deshita. Thank you for paying. Yeah.
なんかこの時だけね神様
We
に
pray to God.
ゴッドス
Thank you for paying.
俺
The night is still young, and so after Natsuki very happily paid for our delicious camembert-filled supper, it's time to head somewhere a little more sophisticated for our Nijikai, literally our second party. A hidden bar tucked away down the back streets of Ginza, specialising in the most incredible fresh fruit cocktails in all of Tokyo.
Fresh fruit cocktails. Dude, I kind of want one.
Oshibori, check this out. So you get this at every restaurant, every bar. In winter, it's nice piping hot.
Cupcake, hello.
Wipe your hands, you can go on your face.
Not face. Be careful.
Okay, not on your face. You're not supposed to. Everybody does anyway. And also in summer, when it's really hot, you know, it's nice and cold. So depending on the weather and the climate, they're either hot or cold.
But we didn't come all the way to La France to wipe our faces with towels. This cocktail bar is unique in the fact that almost all of the drinks are fruit-based. You choose your fruit of choice from the blackboard, and cocktail wizard Yamato-san
We are 10
will
subs
make you an
away
expertly crafted
from being
drink.
able to get our payout again from Twitch.
I feel volcano.
Volcano.
Feel so volcano. Bloody orange.
Bloody orange.
And then we can re-send out all the money to everybody.
Godfather mood.
That's he's in a Godfather mood. And they do cigars here, right?
Marching?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-oh. Shouldn't have told him that. He's already drunk half the short chew in Tokyo. Now he's going to smoke half the cigars.
Everybody's dying.
Oh, I lied, not 10, we're 5. We're 5 away, I believe.
Whoa. Look at that.
Maybe it's 10.
Smells.
No, it is 10. Never mind, I
Smells like
lied.
strawberry farm.
I'm just dumb. I can't do math.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
Closer to 7.
Such a good balance of fruit and I think cognac. You put cognac in it. So refreshing. And when you come to a bar in Japan, you get otsumami snacks like this, right?
So,
Our goal
in the UK, of course, we'd like
will be the
crisps,
same.
pop
We're gonna
scratches,
try
things like
every
that.
month to hit the goal
They've got a slightly
as
more
best
healthy
we can
alternative in Japan. They've got rice crackers.
for the subs.
Or like any good pub, they're
That
nice
way
and
we can
salty
keep
and
paying
kind of
back the
designed
subs to
get you
the
drinking.
community.
And while complimentary fried rice crackers may be
That
a
is
reason
the goal.
to celebrate, it seems like Natsuki has his eyes on something a little bit more upmarket, shall we say.
Ooh, cigars.
Custard.
Cupcake! Did you ever get back upstairs? Or are you still downstairs?
ないすごい香り地球にこんな宝物あったんだ
Dude, they look like sausages.
Oh, I feel Che Guevara, like a Che Guevara.
Che Guevara.
Well, Che Guevara. こんな感じでしょ Che Guevara.
My life is
Interesting. You got like those big
シガは
fingers.
ねジャズみたいなもんだよジャズはシガ
Jazz is like cigars. What a fucking amazing.
Oh dear, it seems Natsuki thinks he's trapped inside a 1950s cigar commercial. It's time we brought him back down to earth with some delicious fresh fruit cocktails.
Ooh, mint. I knew what that was.
Oh my god, Yamato-san is a magician. I just had a mouthful of each and every one. This is like a screwdriver, kiwi, mojito, and banana milk. And each one is a meticulous balance of flavours. And it's just...
God, they look so good. Look at them.
This bar is famous for
Dude,
having like, more
I really
fruit
want one.
cocktail drinks than any other bar in like this area in Tokyo. It's a really hard balance with fruit, right? Sometimes it's too sour, sometimes it's too bitter, sometimes... Every single one is perfect.
And a cigar.
And he's got his cigar. Don't need a cigar. You're contaminating the flavors.
まあ日本のバーの方がちょっと手が込んでるというかちょっと繊細なかなっていうのは気がしますね。一つの仕事にこう氷の使い方とか。
Oh yeah, they like to cut their ice to shape for their glasses.
ちょっとずつですけどね。ちょっと日本のバーのがこう繊細かなっていう気はしますね。で、せっかく果物が美味しいんで、まあもうシンプルイズベストのシングエクストラ。はい、もう余計なことはしないというか、一番その果物の味香り楽しめる最低限のことしかこうしないっていうのがまあなんと僕のこうフィロソフィーというか哲学カクテルですかね。
Okay, we're almost done. I think we'll probably play a game after
Japan
this.
has such a passion for its fruit. Its fruit in Japan is quite expensive, but the quality is so much higher than I ever remember having fruit in the UK. There's a great deal of pride that goes into the cultivation of the perfect fruit, and so having like a cocktail that features that perfect fruit is the perfect way to enjoy it, right? Exactly. Cheers. He's finished his cigar, which means it's time for us to move on to the next place.
Stuffed full of masterfully crafted cocktails and thanks to Natsuki smelling like a Cuban bonfire, we decide to round off our night with a Sanjikai, our third party. And of course, if you make it this far into the night, it'd be an absolute crime not to indulge in one of Japan's most popular pastimes, karaoke. Until now, I've never actually filmed inside a karaoke shop. Typically, it's not so easy to get in with a camera. But given this episode is sponsored by Big Echo, Japan's largest karaoke chain, tonight we've got ourselves an all-access pass. Karaoke literally means empty orchestra, and since their widespread adoption in the 1970s, initially kicking off in the city of Kobe, they went from being simple bar entertainment to having massive sprawling buildings found on every street corner.
So karaoke can be rather confusing, but fortunately Big Echo do have a booklet where you can pretty much point at the things you want in English, right? So here, for example, Natsuki and I are going to do the sing and drink plan, where you get to sing and drink, because Natsuki loves his drink, as we've seen. You basically get a reservation form where you write your age, how long you want to sing for, and your name, in which case this person's John Smith, of course, naturally, because all British people are called John Smith, aren't they? But it's as simple as that, so don't be deterred if you don't know Japanese. Big Echo have you covered.
It's your very own private bubble away from the world, and in our case, a very swanky bubble indeed, as we find ourselves tucked away on the luxury floor. Naturally nothing but the very best for Natsuki.
Luxury room? Check this out.
Nice. Wow, rich moon.
Rich man indeed. It's like the Godfather's penthouse suite. The most drunken rendition of the Godfather theme ever. Look at that view though, Natsuki. My God.
Oh, nice Ginza.
Ginza Tokyo skyline, and we've got two huge projectors here. Usually you get like just one TV, right? This is like the whole wall. So when you come to karaoke, you get the grand menu. So big, so thick, it puts the Old Testament to shame. Alas, we get
I'm never going upstairs again. Why not?
And I think I've had a bit too much to drink. I'm going to have a soft drink. I'm going to go
Come on, Riku.
No, don't tempt me. Mr. Che Guevara cigar man. Yuzu flavoured Pepsi Cola. What do you want to eat? The book is ridiculous. Like, that's my favourite thing about karaoke. It's often the last stop of your whole trip, right? You know, you're a bit tired. You order some food. You order more food. You order more drinks. You can't resist.
Last food.
Last food. And we're going to go out with a bang. I'm going to get the yonshurui potato. 4 types of potato.
Oh, nice.
What do you want?
俺ラーメン食いたいな。
Ramen?
もう最後はラーメン食いたい。
Yeah, well, you don't normally have ramen though at like karaoke. It's not something that. Okay. Wait a minute. There it is.
Singing is, of course, hungry business, and one of the best things about coming to karaoke is you can enjoy izakaya-style food, and not content with stuffing ourselves with fresh fruit
Did you not get
cocktails
like any
and a massive
painkillers? Are you
izakaya
still
banquet. We've
not?
ordered yet more
You
food
still
to
not
our
have
private
painkillers?
luxury karaoke booth, including a very special dish for good old Natsuki. Russian roulette-style takoyaki, one of which is filled to the brim with super spicy death sauce.
So when you finish your song,
spicy
you
death
have to eat the
sauce.
takoyaki.
Battle.
Exactly.
Oh, battle song.
Battle song.
Oh.
It's become quite a popular dish to find at pubs and restaurants throughout Japan, and so be very bloody careful when the takoyaki comes out, ordered by friends, because you never know what might be inside.
Oh yeah, because like one of them could be
karaoke
like
can be a bit daunting because the process is a bit confusing at first, but They do handle English customers here, so don't worry about it. You'll fill out a little form in English, sort of saying your name and how long you want to be here. You get a little binder with a receipt, and you bring it up here, and then when you check out, you take it back down to the desk, and that's it. It's as simple as that. You pick how long you want to do karaoke. Maybe it's an hour, maybe it's 2.
Dude, I don't know what this little thing is with the stuff on it, or like the.
Your time is almost up. You're free. And so you can either say, okay,
whipped cream,
I'm off,
but I really want
say,
one.
Can I have another?
It looks really good.
Can I have another hour? And it's a pretty simple.
They don't help for long.
We've been here about 20 minutes now. We've eaten
painkillers.
like all the food in the karaoke building. But Natsuki's about to sing the first song, and it is the Dragon Ball theme tune. Chala, hey chala. Good luck.
Hey chala. I'm about to get copyright strikes. I can feel it. Oh my god, he's doing it.
Oh, Bakuhatsu Sasaru. Too much volcano.
I need to be healed.
Wow.
Man, what a good sensation.
And after that experience, it's time for Natsuki to eat his takoyaki and test the gods of fate, but not before he receives his score for singing, a feature that almost all karaoke places now have. What better way to round off your evening, being judged by a machine for singing, like a tone-deaf camel.
Like
a tone-deaf camel.
You wanna go?
Toriazu, you have to try one. Yeah, that's the rule. Yeah, go on, takoyaki time.
No, he got it.
Who saw this show? Who saw? No way.
He got the evil death sauce one.
That's the first one of 4.
Oh, death sauce. Death sauce.
Oh no.
Oh,
who saw this?
Honto.
Really?
Magic. Honto desu.
Thank God I no longer have to live with an impending sense of dread of not quite knowing what's in the takoyaki. And now it's time to bust out our final tip of the day. Before you head to Japan, make sure you have an
Kiss
ohaku
better.
ready. This is your go-to song for karaoke. A song you can belt out at the end of the night to impress all your friends and co-workers.
I wonder if you know how they live in Tokyo. If you see it, then you mean it, then you know you have to go fast and furious.
Yeah, maybe not that one.
The only song I really know in Japanese is Ue Muite Aruko, known in the West as the Sukiyaki song.
I don't know who keeps calling me.
It was
But,
a
like, he
hit
gets
song
real
in
pissed off about it.
the 1960s. I think it was the first and only Japanese song to hit #1 on the Hot Billboard 100. Before I came to Japan, I learned that this is the one song you need to learn to sort of impress your Japanese colleagues, like when you're a teacher or whatever. And I did learn it. I did learn it off by heart in my room over many painstaking weeks and months, and I got quite good at it. And so I will now sing it. And this is what I use to impress the locals of North Japan.
Why is he crying?
Below, and if you think we missed out a key tip worth knowing, go ahead and share in the comments. As for us, it's time to stumble into a cab
Time
and brace
to move,
ourselves
baby.
for tomorrow's inevitable hangover.
What are we gonna watch?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna play a game. I think that's probably what we're gonna do. I've been like putting it off for a while now. I don't know what we're gonna play though. That's the real question. What are we gonna play? Game time. Yes, we're playing game. But what are we going to play? That's the real question. So let me do some digging real quick. Let me see what's happening real quick. Let's see what's Bunny doing? Oh, Bunny is streaming, of course. That's what she's doing. Can't see it. Wait, why? Because I want a game. I don't know what I'm gonna game though. I'm trying to figure that out at the moment. So let's let me figure that out real quick.